Denise Boyd here, and today's episode of Payday Your Way Friday is titled How to Use Your Power of Decision to Make Money. Guess what? Making money is easy. Yes, it is. Believe it or not. If you don't believe me, think about it this way. If you are currently working a job or working for someone else, then you know that you're going to get paid normally on a regular basis, especially if you work the same amount of hours or you're salaried. You're going to make money either on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis, right? So you know that making the money is easy because you're doing something to make the money. The only thing is sometimes we don't think about it that way. We don't think it's easy to make the kind of money that we want or that we feel like we deserve. So here's the deal. I could teach you many different strategies that will help you make money, but I promise you, none of it will help. It will not help until you make 7 decisions that I'm going to show you in a second. But I'm going to name a few things. So there are several things you can do. You can sell crafts, you can sell on Etsy, you can sell digital products on Etsy. You can sell so many different things on Etsy. You can create different Facebook groups to sell products that you have. You can go into affiliate marketing. You can go into network marketing. You can go into almost anything that you can think of. You can do online, but until you get these 7 things down, then these decisions down, then you probably won't have much success. So here's the deal. I have actually tried different things in the past, and if I'm honest with you, they did not work. Not because I chose the wrong thing, but because more or less I did choose the wrong thing. But I'll kind of explain that to you in the decisions in a second. All right. So there are 7. The first one is pretty much decide what you want out of life. So for me, I literally had to think about what I wanted. So this is the part where you're kind of like reverse engineering your business through what you truly want in life, okay? So I literally thought about what I wanted my end goal or end game to look like. And based off that end game, what do I need to do in order to reach that? Okay? So first, truly decide what you want out of life. And no, whatever you write down is not being greedy. If someone else tells you it's greedy, then tell them to mind their own their own life, mind their own business, since we were talking about business. So yeah, literally tell them to mind their own. Tell them to not be, that way in their own business, but you can be however you want to be. So definitely choose these things because yes, you can have those things. We were created to live a life of abundance, but you have to make these decisions so that you can get to that, okay? And these decisions have to be selfish, but not selfish at the same time. So you have to think about it from your perspective, and not from everyone else or those other thoughts or voices going on in there. They have to come from you. So the second one that I like to focus on is I want you all to decide what you're willing to give to others regardless of the cost. So me, I am a giver, and being a giver is a really awesome thing when it comes to living in abundance and being a good business owner, because the more that you give, the more actually comes back. But in order to give certain things, sometimes you have to actually have something coming in, even if it's not money at first. It could be your time, it could be knowledge that you have. So yes, right now you have something, but decide right now what you're willing to give, what you're willing to give right now, or what you're willing to give later. For example, I have certain ideas of things that I want to give to certain people, in particular mothers, but you can choose whoever you want to choose, wherever, etc. I won't tell you mine because this is something that's close to my heart, and I'm going to start a what do you call it? 10C3, probably said that wrong, nonprofit for people like that, because I believe that mothers in certain situations could definitely use help. So definitely think about what you're willing to give to others, regardless of the cost. Decide that, okay? So first decision was decide what you want out of life, and the second decision, decide what you're willing to give to others, regardless of the cost. Now the third decision is to decide how you want to and what you want to do to earn money. So this part right here is not always cut dry, because the thing is, a lot of us know what we like to do, but for some strange reason, those of us who have been in the workforce first and are pretty much children of parents who were in the workforce, we are so used to thinking that working is no fun. However, the best thing to do is actually do something, make money doing something that you love. That's fun, okay? So think about what you love to do, what your passions are, okay? So when you think about that, then you can make a better decision on how to earn money. But let me add something. So the fourth decision is the one that is closely related to the third one. So it says decide how you want to and how you can earn money. So you can definitely think of a whole lot of different ways that you can earn money. And I actually think you should write those things down. I did. Like, write down different ways that you can earn money. Why not? Like, literally write them down. And then you'll go back to it. But here is something that's so important. Number 4, numero cuatro, can't even talk right now. Decide to stay away from the shiny objects and the business options advertising using FOMO. So FOMO is like the fear of missing out, because a lot of businesses will come at you, like, hey, you got to get this now. If you don't get this, you'll lose out. Like, don't go into a business because of that. And don't go into a business. Some shiny objects might be like, oh, it's so easy. If anyone tells you that a business is easy, they're lying to you. I'm here to tell you, because nothing is easy. However, the business might be simple, but simple, you all, does not mean easy. You still have to put in work, And it's so crazy, because a lot of the business I've joined in the past have said they were easy. They were not. They were not easy at all, and they caused so much confusion. And I'm telling you right now, if you join something that's causing you confusion, you need to get out right away, especially if you don't have a good guide in place, okay? Now, the next one, this is one of my favorite ones. Number 5 is decide to learn more. I know I talk about learning a lot, so some of my other videos you may watch, you will hear me talking about deciding to learn more or learning more, because what you learn says a lot about what you like. What you like to learn about says a lot about who you are, and also what you can teach. Because if you're learning things and you're putting them into play, then you are more able to actually use that as a way to make money, okay? But do not reinvent the wheel in this case. Instead of reinventing the wheel, you could always become like an affiliate, sell someone else's product, and just be a good spokesperson for them. And social media is one of the best ways to do that, but we'll talk about that another time. And if you have questions about that, definitely let me know in the comments. All right, so the next one, this one is kind of like number 2. So number 6 is decide to give more, because the more you give, the more it will come back to you, as I said before. But it's a little bit different here. So the more you hold in, it can't circulate. So money circulates. And if you don't circulate your money, it will not and cannot come back. So if you don't let it come out, like my grandmother, she used to say, look at this. She was like, you can hold your money, you can keep it, but if you're holding it in your hand like this, nothing can come in. Sure enough, nothing will leave, but nothing will come in. And she's so right. And little did I know, she was teaching me about the circulation of money. And that's so important. And you want money to circulate to you, not just other people or banks, etc. You want money to flow and circulate to you and through you. All right, so that brings me to the very last one, the last decision that is important for you to make. And this decision is decide that you are worthy of success. So this is the one that probably should have been first. So a lot of people, unfortunately, they know that they want success, but a lot of them don't feel worthy enough for, enough to have it, or for even thinking that they should want it. But all of us, you, I, anyone you see is actually worthy of success. But until we actually first make a decision, make these 7 decisions, as a matter of fact, these are the 7 decisions that will actually help you go forward. But this one right here is probably the number one. You have to decide that you are worthy, because if you don't decide that you're worthy, no one else will. And this one is so important because if you are leading a business, how are you going to lead a business if you don't even feel like you're worthy enough to have that business? Think about it. And how are you going to get people to buy from you if you don't feel confident enough in yourself and it's your business? So please know this. You may not think you are, but something that I want you to say, if you feel like this is one of your problems, this is a place where you need to make a decision about, the fact that you're worthy of success, say this every day. And you can say your name, am worthy of success. And say it, and then do this. Look in one of your eyeballs at a time, because you can't look at both at the same time. So look at one, the right, then the left, or the left and the right, doesn't matter. Look into one and say, I am worthy of success. And then the other one, I am worthy of success. And I suggest saying this every time you walk past the mirror. And even if you have to, high five yourself. Like, why not? Like, build rapport with yourself, because eventually, as you do that, you're going to start feeling that, of course, you are worthy of success. And when your mind or your brain cells start to change, what's going to happen is you're going to look at things differently, and different opportunities are going to come your way, which is what you want. Okay, so that is all for me. Those are the 7 decisions that you need to make. I'm going to recap them right quick. So the first one is decide what you want out of life. The second one, decide what you're willing to give to others regardless of the cost. The third one, decide how you want to and how you can earn money. Number 3, decide to stay away from the shiny objects and the business options that are advertising using FOMO, which is fear of missing out. And number 5, decide to learn more. Number 6, decide to give more. And last but definitely not least, decide that you are worthy of success, because my friend, you are. And do me a favor, if you have found value in this, please leave me a thumbs up, a like, or a heart in the comments. And if you have questions, please be sure to ask those comments, because I do respond to those if you have one. And in the meantime, please be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. And as I always say, stay peaceful, positive, and productive. I'll see you next time.